If there's one game that I would want to be announced for Nintendo Switch, I would say, without a doubt, GangBeasts. GangBeasts is a multiplayer beat-em-up with heavy physics aspects. Now, if you're lonely, like me, and don't have any friends, there's also single-player modes. You could just play by yourself against AI, and there's also a swarm mode. Now, one thing that I really like about this game is the grabbing mechanic. You can grab onto other players and basically just throw them into the ground and knock them out, or try to throw them off of a building. It's really fun, even though it sounds pretty simple. And that's exactly why I think it would be tailor-made for the Switch. The graphics aren't too demanding, the polygon count is pretty low, and the only real troubling part would be getting access to servers for the online multiplayer aspect. And even then, they are working on crossplay for other devices, so it would be easy for them to just regulate it to one server. But would they ever actually do it? Short answer, probably. If you go on Boneloaf's FAQ, which is frequently asked questions, you can see a message that says, "We hope to optimize GangBeasts for the Nintendo Switch, but can't confirm if GangBeasts will release for the Nintendo Switch or give an expected release date currently." Now, while that sounds like definitive confirmation of them at least working on a port, here's the troubling part. I don't know when exactly this message was released on their website, but I've heard some people say it was released upwards of 3 years ago, when the Nintendo Switch first released. It's safe to assume that a lot of people have just flat out given up on a Nintendo Switch port. But I've heard a lot of people say, don't back me up on this, I heard this in a Reddit thread, I've heard a lot of people say the reason they've been so slow with updates is because of internal conflicts with the developers and licensing issues. Again, don't know what a lot of that means because I heard that on a Reddit thread, but that could be a possible explanation on why the game just hasn't been receiving updates as much. However, things are starting to look bright for GangBeasts as a whole. A new update was announced on GangBeasts' Twitter account that also confirms a new map as well as some server issues. So things are looking bright for the GangBeasts community, and it's pretty clear that they're trying to revive the game. So while I'm optimistic that there will be a Switch version eventually, it certainly won't be until at least 2021. I would say around halfway through there is when it'll possibly get announced. Until then, I would recommend Human Fall Flat. It's basically GangBeasts with its mechanics, but it's more of an open world puzzle game. Conclusion of the video, it'll most likely come out eventually, but I would just be patient. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.